The moment I said it, the moment I opened my mouth, I know what you're thinking, but darling, you're not thinking straight. Sadly, things just happen, we can't explain.
At the beginning of the year, I was outed by one of my best friends.
You'll never believe what Billy just told me. He says he has feelings for Nick. Yeah, Nick Farley. I mean, could you believe that? I wasn't really surprised when he said, "Hey, Cap, I like guys," but as his best friend, our best friend, I mean, he's always been, a little weird and stuff. Well, now we know why.
Yeah, because he's a fucking fag.
I told Kathy I liked Nick because I couldn't stand hiding it anymore. Not because I wanted everyone to know. Well, got back to Nick, and that's when I lost my two best friends and any hope of a social life because I became public enemy number one at that school. All hell broke loose in my life. Kathy wouldn't even talk to me after I told her. Like, I contracted a flesh-eating disease that was contagious. I trusted her, and she told them all of my secrets. Anything they could use against me.
He still sleeps with his teddy bear.
And even some made-up stuff, A lot of it didn't even make sense.
The fucker still wets the bed.
No shit.
And they believed it. And even if they didn't, they went along with it.
Hey, heard you had a wet dream about me, Billy boy. Do you like to fuck guys? Didn't your mom ever teach you right? Why are you such a fucking queer?
I started getting fan mail
Kill yourself and join Satan.
in my locker.
Fags deserve to fucking die.
And one shoved in my mailbox was the worst.
To the fairy who lives at 7 Brookford Lane. Fags aren't welcome at Westbrook. Go back to hell where you fucking came from, queer. You can fuck yourself and all the boys you want there, Go fucking kill yourself and die.
It was in Kathy's handwriting. There's no doubt in my mind it was her. That's how my mother found out. I didn't even hear her coming, and before I knew it, she was there, and she had this look of disgust and disappointment on her face and just said, "Is this true?" She's a devout Christian, church every Sunday, sometimes during the week, doesn't swear, doesn't even say, "Oh my God." She bawled, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. I couldn't make her unsee it, and I couldn't make it untrue. I told my principal, and she said that all she could do was reprimand the children who were most responsible, and that I should be more careful with what I shared with other people. She acted like I brought this on myself. Sometimes I feel like I did.
You're gonna get now, you little snitch.
Better run to learn faster. Run faster, fag boy.
They got suspended for 3 days. And it didn't make anything better. It just got worse. They threw a brick through my kitchen window with "die" and the F word. I'm not going to say it, but I would have preferred they threw it directly at me. They started prank calling my house, and that's how my dad found out that I'm gay.
Hey, is Billy there? This is his boyfriend. I just want to say I love when I fuck him in the ass.
He told me that my lifestyle choice was unforgivable in the eyes of God and that I was seeking eternal damnation. He makes comments occasionally, but they're really underhanded. And even if my mom does hear, maybe she agrees. I feel like they hate me, and there's nothing I can do. It's just been so horrible.
You're a pussy!
Every day.
I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you, fag.
Sad boy.
The world would be a better place without a disgusting faggot like you.
Shut up! Can't you just leave me alone?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Just leave me alone. And then he punched me in the stomach. And then in the groin. And then he kicked me in the side twice.
No, you shut up and listen to me, fag boy! If you ever talk to me like that again, I'll cut your fucking dick off. And if you go and snitch, if you go and tell anybody that I'm the one who beat you up, I'll break your fucking neck and make it look like a fucking accident.
Someone spray painted on my locker in red paint. God
Hates.
Fags!
If I could tell anyone to beat me up, they get suspended for what? A week more than they were last time? They come back, and I'm dead. I won't be able to prove who spray painted on my locker. Couldn't verify Kathy's handwriting on the letter. They barely even tried. My parents can't know about any of this because it'll just hurt them more. And my little sister, Teeny, she tries to be there for me and to listen. But it's not enough. No one's going to stand up for me, and I just can't take this anymore. I honestly can't remember the last time I could go to school and be happy. Just get through a day and be okay. I know my parents still love me, and they want the best for me, and I can have the best. I didn't like other guys, but I do, and I can't change that. I can't help but believe what they say. God hates cadets. God hates me. My mom told me today after church that if I prayed more, that if I asked for God's forgiveness, that He would save me. She doesn't get it. And she never will. I ask God every day, why me? Why am I gay? I just hope they never stop loving me.
I gave this to Billy as a gift for his first communion. And when I found him, it was wrapped around his left wrist. He looked peaceful, like he was just sleeping. But it plagues me, knowing I was one of the contributing factors that inevitably led to my son's death. I still don't understand how our son turned out gay. Of all the dreams I'd had for Billy, in my wildest dreams, loving a man was not one of those dreams. It broke my heart to realize that all of those dreams had been flipped right upside down by his admission, which, frankly, was an accident. Looking back on it now, I feel that if I'd handled things differently, maybe my son would still be with me. I should have asked him how he was feeling, how long the kids at school had been treating him so horribly. I should have reassured him that I loved him, but I simply couldn't. part of me was saying, this is your son. Give him a hug. And remember that he is still the same baby boy you brought into this world and raised with Christian love. But I couldn't accept it. That he would change his mind. That I wouldn't have to tell his grandparents. That I wouldn't have to explain it to the neighbors. And that he and the kids at school were wrong. My husband was just a mess over the whole thing. The way he found out was just awful. I remember him saying in a fit of rage, I will not have a faggot in this house. But even though neither of us knew what this meant for our son, or frankly how to handle it, I wasn't going to kick Billy out. Though we both knew, however, that the homosexual lifestyle was something neither of us wanted for him. One night, during dinner, we were sitting down, 4 of us. There was a loud crashing sound that came from the kitchen. Terry ran to see what it was. And when he came back, he was holding a brick with the words, "Die, fag," painted on it in white. Someone threw a brick through our window during dinner, and we all knew why. I picked up the glass that night. Though you can't really see it, there's a scar on my left palm from cleaning up the mess that night. Terry had the window replaced within a day. I was grateful for that. I didn't want the reminder. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't know how to approach Billy, and I blame myself for that sometimes, but at the same time, I couldn't help but think in that moment, if you weren't gay, this wouldn't have happened. April 26th. Billy was almost done with his junior year. It was a Sunday, and that's when I confronted Billy.
You wanted to see me, Mom?
Yes, can you sit?
I was on my way upstairs to bed.
Oh, well, Billy, I just wanted to discuss, Billy, God still loves you, but your lifestyle choice bars you from eternal salvation. I hope you will take what I'm saying into consideration. It says, clear as day in the Bible, Leviticus 18:22, thou shalt not lie with a man as one lies with a woman, for it is an abomination. Your lifestyle choice is an abomination. But I believe if you go to church and you pray, you repent, and you ask God for his forgiveness, you can earn your way back into God's kingdom. You can be cured of this, Billy. God can save you.
Mom, I am so sorry that I've done this to you and Dad. And please don't forget how much I love you and Dad and Tina. I'm so ashamed and I'm disgusted with myself.
I told him he should go to bed because he had school the next morning. The next morning, his alarm went off longer than usual. I went in to wake him because it was unlike Billy to oversleep. that's what I found him. Billy was a great brother. And even though he was 5 years older than me, he talked to me a lot when all of this was happening. I could see he was hurt, upset, but I was way too young to really understand how bad it was. He'd read me his writings sometimes. He'd cut out specific parts, of course. But after going back and reading it again, I realized how much he was hiding, how hurt he was. He was such a good writer, such a talented boy. He was a dark kind of kid in his music and in his writing, but he seemed normal, even after my parents found out about him. He never directly told me that he was gay. And when he tried, well, by then it was too late.
Hey, Tina. You have a second? I've got something I want to ask you, and it's really important.
Yeah.
Well, I need you to promise me something.
Billy, you look like you've been crying.
No, I haven't. I'm okay. I just need you to promise me something.
Okay.
People call me things. Things you shouldn't ever say to someone because they're so mean. I wouldn't ever say them, and I'll never say them to someone.
Okay, but how am I supposed to know?
Okay. After I tell you, I'll never say them again. And I need you to promise me that you won't either.
Got it.
Pinky, swear with me. Words like faggot and queer and fag. Those words are really, really bad, and you shouldn't ever say them to someone. And if anyone ever uses those words, I need you to know that they're not nice people. And you promised that you wouldn't ever say them. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, Billy.
Okay. I've got a present for you.
Your journal?
Yeah.
But why?
Because it's important to me. And you're important to me. And I want you to have it.
Are you finished with it or something?
Something like that. I just take good care of it, okay?
Can I read it?
Yeah. Not now, though. Wait till you're older, okay?
Okay.
And I don't think it's a good idea that you show Mom and Dad. It's our little secret.
Okay, thanks, Billy.
I love you, Tina.
Love you too. He wrote this that night, dated April 26th. I feel so alone. I don't want to hurt ever again. I don't want to hurt my family ever again. I just hope they never stop loving me. I don't know if homosexuality is the right way of life. But if Billy was alive right now, if I could have my brother back, it'd be hard to fight the whole "this is wrong" thing that I've heard all of my life, but I'd get there. I should have known. If I wasn't so young and stupid and realized that that was the last time I'd ever get to talk to him. I would have told him how much I loved him and that I'd be there for him no matter what. Billy was 18 when he took his life. It haunts me, knowing that even the circumstances of his death and his life, my son will not be in heaven. I go to church more than usual now. It's my escape. It's having time between me and the Lord. I'm seeing a therapist. I even tried one of those P-flag meetings. I saw it in the community bulletin. The parents or friends of lesbians and, gays. It wasn't for me. I mean, these people are sinning, and it's disgusting, but they're human, They need love and support, just like my son. I don't get it. I don't think I ever will. But Billy was my only son. So I love my daughter. That was my baby boy. And though in my heart of hearts, I know I will always love him. Even if I couldn't agree with what made him happy. With what could have made him happy.